Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the news of the day. So we're getting a little closer to hockey coming. This is on Friday that I'm filming, and on Monday, training camps open. I'm confident camps will open. I'm not yet confident Phase 4 will happen, but we're going to find out with Phase 3. Phase 3 will decide whether Phase 4 can happen. So fingers are crossed, and it's coming up soon. So we're going to get right into the news of the day, and there's a big story, I guess, for Montreal fans and for the team itself. The ECHL is coming to Trois Rivieres, and are the Habs affiliated? So the ECHL is getting a new franchise in Trois Rivieres. It's not official yet, 100%, but the city and the team, the people from the team, are so confident that they made the announcement yesterday. Yesterday on the radio in the local radio station in Trois Rivieres, that's in Quebec. So, and it's been rumored for a while that Montreal is interested in getting an ECHL team. They're not going to own this team, and they're not officially affiliated with it. But I'm quite confident they will be, and their name is definitely linked with it. So I'll read what I wrote here. So the new team will start in the 2021-22 season. So not next season, the season after. And while it's not official yet, the team's NHL affiliation will be with the Montreal Canadiens, and it'll be the first ECHL team in the Quebec market ever. So this is very interesting. It's been talked about for a little while that Montreal should have a team in the ECHL. They have a number of players that they end up without having teams for, and they end up loaning them. Like Michael McNiven last year was loaned to, I think, like 6 different ECHL teams, and then finally Keith Kincaid got sent down to the ECHL. So the point being, if they had a team in the ECHL, they'd be able to put some of their players there. Now, the franchise, or the owners of the franchise, are saying they want a lot of local representation. So I imagine, the players that Montreal isn't stocking the team with will be guys they scout and pick up from Quebec, and it'll be a highly Quebec flavored ECHL team, which is great. I think that's a great idea. And then Montreal sends down who they send down. They could be from anywhere, but and there's no name yet for this team. So, and it's not official, but the official announcement from the ECHL should come soon. This I mentioned in a video the other day about who might be at Phase 4 on the roster. Victor Mete was an unknown. I saw a video put out by Victor Mete yesterday on Twitter. He is at camp, telling people how he's at the practice facility, telling people how camp is coming up soon, and he's looking forward to it and all that. No mention of his injury, no mention of him not being there. So Victor Mete is in Montreal, and he is at the practice facility. Not Habs news, but Lindy Ruff. Lindy Ruff has been named the head coach of the Buffalo. No, that's funny. Of the New Jersey Devils. So he's the new head coach. Tom Fitzgerald, who's been the interim GM, has been named the actual GM. Lindy Ruff coached the Buffalo Sabres for 15 seasons and Dallas Stars for 4 seasons. So in 1,493 games coaching, he had 736 wins, 554 losses, 78 ties, and 125 overtime or shootout losses. And so that's a .550 winning percentage. He coached Buffalo to a Stanley Cup final and lost to Dallas in the 1998-99 season. That's the famous foot in the crease goal by Brett Hull. I do believe that's right. He played 10 seasons as a player, obviously played 10 seasons with the Sabres, oddly enough, and 2+ seasons with the New York Rangers. Not very successful ones, and the plus one was just a few games, and the second season also. But he was a player, a decent player. I think his career high was 48 points. So yeah, he's the new coach of the Devils, and I mean, it's like recycling, but Lindy Ruff's still probably a good coach. He's talking about not having particularly a strictly defensive team. He's known as a defensive style coach. So maybe he's changed with the times, and we'll see what he gives. But he's still a good coach, and I think he could do a good job there. Next up on the board. Okay, so now for that deal that the PA, that's the Players Association, the membership vote is today. I want to say it's either finished at 6 or starting at 6. The Board of Governors, they're doing a conference call today, and that's at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, both times Eastern Time. The Board of Governors needs 2/3 to ratify. It's expected that it's just a rubber stamp call. I don't expect anybody to say no. And the membership, they're expected to approve. We should find out possibly tonight, and maybe not but by tomorrow. So if it's approved, then Monday training camp's open. We'll just go quickly onto this board. Phase 4 lodgings have been announced for the 2 hub cities. For the Eastern Conference, they're going to be at the Hotel X, which is on the CNE grounds. That's the Canadian National Exhibit grounds. And then the Royal York Hotel, downtown Toronto. I do know Montreal will be at the Royal York. If you go to TSN, I think it's TSN, they had where all the teams that are staying in which hotel. Western Conference is the JW Marriott, which is right near the arena alongside, apparently, in Edmonton. And Sutton Place Hotel, downtown Edmonton. So that's where the players are staying. Phase 3 and 4, some dates have been announced right through to the start of next season. Now all these dates could change. But July 13th, camps open. On the 24th, the teams will travel to their hub cities. On the 25th, there'll be some exhibition games. I don't know for how many days. On the 30th, the qualifying round starts. So that's a couple days ahead. I believe we thought it would be August 1st. It looks like it's up to the 30th if everything goes well. August 9th, round 1 starts. August 23rd, round 2 starts. And I imagine if all round 1 games are done early, round 2 could change to being a little ahead of that. September 6th, conference finals start. Again, these dates could jump up depending on how the rounds play out. September 20th, conference finals. October 2nd, Game 7 for the Stanley Cup. Sorry, September 20th, Cup Finals. Did I say Cup Finals? That's Stanley Cup Finals. And October 2nd is the last possible game. So it would be Game 7 if needed for the Cup Final. October 6th would be the draft. So the draft is going to be soon, right away. There was nothing about the lottery draft, Phase 2. I didn't see that. It might have already been announced. But it will be probably, it was around the 10th. But they didn't put it in this, and I don't know why. October 9th, free agent frenzy. That's going to be the first day for free agency unless the Stanley Cup finishes earlier than October 2nd. Then it'll be 7 days after the last game. November 17th, 2020-2021, camp opens. So November 17th, 2020-2021 season starts with training camp. And December 1st, the 2020-2021 season opens. Like I said, all dates could change. All dates could change on that. So I'm going to end up with, the rumors with everything that happened with Buffalo. Let me get the words out. And then not too far after, Jack Eichel had come out complaining about this and that and this and that. So everybody, all over social media anyway, jumped on the bandwagon and is trading Eichel all over the place. And for this and that and this and that. So there is a guy, let me see, it's on the side. And I don't know, I'm assuming this guy is a writer, Joe DiBiase. So I wrote who? I don't know, but they didn't say whether he's a writer or not. But it was from a site that I go to all the time. So he says the cost of acquiring Jack Eichel is going to be really steep, and he thinks that 19 teams in the league do not have what it takes to acquire Jack Eichel. If Buffalo were to be trading Jack Eichel, it's not happening. Montreal is not one of the teams that has enough. So I put on the list, this is what he says. See what you guys think. I guess I don't have to be in that. The cost of acquiring Jack Eichel. Calgary, Sean Monahan, Matt Tkachuk, and a first-round draft pick. Colorado, Nate McKinnon and Tyson Yost. Carolina, Aho and Svechnikov. Dallas would take Sagan and Heiskanen. Edmonton, it would take McDavid, which, considering he went second to McDavid and his stats aren't exactly, I think that's a bit of an overpayment, but I guess it's accurate to say there's no other combination on Edmonton that would satisfy Buffalo, but that would be an overpayment. Florida, Barkov, Spencer Knight, who's a goalie, and a first-round pick. New Jersey, Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, is that his name, Nico? And 2 first-rounders. 2 first-round picks. New York Rangers, Zabinajad, Capo Caco, and 2 first-rounders. Now, I don't know if this guy doesn't like New York. To me, that's an overpayment. I think, to me, that's an overpayment. That's to me. Toronto, Matthews and Sandin. Yeah. Vancouver, Pedersen and Besser. I guess because Besser gets injured a lot, maybe, but otherwise, I would think that might turn out to be an overpayment. Winnipeg, Scheifele, and Ehlers, which I'm surprised because that's less than my opinion, that's less than what Vancouver in the long run, what Vancouver would be giving up. And I guess he really likes Scheifele. I think Scheifele's great and all that, but I don't know. To me, that's a bit of an I would add a draft pick here. Anyways, that's apparently what it would take to get Jack Eichel. So anybody who wants Montreal to get Jack Eichel, apparently we don't have what it takes to get Jack Eichel. We don't have the talent on our team enough to get Jack Eichel. So there you go. That's my news of the day. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up. That is down there while you're down there doing that, because that does help the algorithm. So I really appreciate a thumbs up if you don't mind. And then you can comment on any of these stories that I have here. Let me know what you think, especially here. What do you think about this? Do you think Montreal has what it takes as far as talent to get a Jack Eichel, if that were possible? And you can see what kind of hole that really opens up on your team. You create a bigger hole than you can actually, fill by acquiring Eichel. I don't see how it's worth trading for Jack Eichel. So let me know what you think in the comment section down there. Really appreciate that. And if you haven't already, while you're down there, subscribe, ring that notifications bell. That'll get you your daily fix of Blue, Blanc, Rouge right here. I wanted to add, and I got, and news of the day, not every day, but most days, right here at Talking Habs. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. Please stay safe out there. Wear a mask when you're around people. And you want to be back here. You want to be back here watching more Talking Habs videos. I mean, it just makes sense. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace out. I'll see you next video. Bye, y'all.